All right, guys, so we've talked a whole lot about keeping your Turbomax lasting a long time, your engine, and we've also talked about transmission. I'll link to those videos below in the description. But what about the body on your Silverado or your GMC Sierra? Everybody kind of knows that one of the issues historically that these trucks have had, if you live in the Rust Belt, is rust. And so a lot of these engines and transmissions and rear ends actually outlast the bodies in those environments. And so let's talk about a little bit today, this comment over here that was given by a viewer, super helpful. So let's talk about that today. The first thing I need you to know is this is based on research, not experience. The reason is because I don't live in the Rust Belt. I live in southeastern United States. I live in Tennessee, and we get very little salt on the roads, a couple times a year, and it's, you know, the temperature is usually right back up to 35 or 40 degrees. Run the cars through the car wash, and everything's good. So we really don't have much of a rust problem down here. If you see cars and trucks rusted out down here, they've either been working vehicles or vehicles that have spent a lot of time up north and were brought here. So typically we don't have rust problems with vehicles here in the Southeast. Just wanted to say that just to get it out of the way. This is coming from research from you viewers who live up north, and some of the ways you guys have shared how to protect your vehicle and keep the body maintained. So a big portion of this is going to be basically keeping some sort of film or protective coating underneath the vehicles. All right, and so let's talk about some techniques these wonderful people have described, and then I'd like to hear from you guys. And if I miss anything, please share it down in the comments. We'll make a follow-up video or a community post or something like that. So here it is, my tips on how to keep your vehicle, your truck, whether it's a Chevy or a Ram. I know that the newer Ford trucks are all aluminum in their body, so I'm not sure what the corrosive issues are with them up north, but I'm pretty sure the frames are still steel, so that you might have to deal with that. So let's talk about that. So from what some of you guys have said, the factory coating that comes on these trucks is not very good. If you've watched any of my oil change videos, that stuff comes off real easy. That's already on the frame from the factory. And so you've got to make sure that your frame stays coated and covered. Basically, you need to figure out a way to get the rust proofing film, and I will try to, in the next little segment, have that. I'm out trying to do some chores, just trying to shoot this video. But you want to make sure that the protectant film completely covers the frame. And so you want to keep that on the frame so you don't experience rusted out frames like this. So you gotta keep it protected. Frame is number one. You got to have a firm foundation. Hey guys, Editing Germ here. It seems that the product that a lot of people are recommending is fluid film. And so I was just trying to research it because, like I said, I don't actually use these products. But what I found out is there's two options for fluid film. There's fluid film regular and there's fluid film black. One of them has a black cap and a black label. One of them has a red cap and a red label. And there's like, I'm looking at Amazon, and here, I'll get you. I'm looking on Amazon, and the black is $87.99 and the regular is $74.79. So it's a pretty big difference. The only difference that I can actually see between the two, based on some research that I've done, is the black actually shows up as black, but the formula is like the same. So let me know if you guys have had any experience with either of these products. I'll link to them down in the description, so you can get over here with my affiliate link. Let me know what your experience is with this product. Is it a good product for you guys to use? And let me know which one you think I should get, because Silva has got some of the factory undercoating that's come off in some places on the frame, and so I'm thinking I'll order some of this fluid film black just so it'll match the rest of the black undercoating. But experience with that, if you have any of it. If you don't have any of it and you happen to pick up some, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from my friends up north that are using this product to try to prevent rust. And so thank you guys so much. The next thing you want to do is make sure that your wheel wells are well coated and that they stay relatively clean. It's no surprise, or it's let me just say, the expectation people have with these trucks, they don't come with wheel well liners in the back. I'm not going to say all, but most of the pickup trucks that you purchase are not going to come with wheel well liners in the back. Much like Silva, they're open. I haven't actually ever bought wheel well liners because I just have this idea that the wheel well liners are going to trap moisture and dirt behind them and cause rusting issues or corrosion issues or something like that. So I've never been one to purchase wheel well liners for the back of my truck if it doesn't come with them from the factory. And I think most of the factory ones, and you guys please correct me if I'm wrong on this, tend to be very similar to what's put up front, which is those kind of a fiber liner versus a hard plastic liner. And so make sure you take care of the wheel wells, make sure those are really well coated. I would clean them before I put any kind of coating on them and that sort of thing. So that's the next one. You also want to make sure that all of the nooks and crannies in the body are addressed. So if you can get the commentator put on here, you know, pull out the body drain plugs and spray inside of them. I think specifically where we're talking about rockers and those sorts of things. So make sure you do that. Get in there and really coat the inside of those things well, and hopefully that'll help prevent some rust issues from popping up on your truck. So I think really that's pretty much it. You want to get some kind of undercoating, some kind of undercoating film, and spray everywhere you can. Basically cover the frame, cover anything that could trap moisture, make sure it's real clean, and just basically coat the entire underside of your vehicle. Another thing to think about whenever you're talking about treating the steel surfaces of your truck, even if you have an aluminum truck or aluminum components like our Silverados and Sierras, they have steel or aluminum hoods, aluminum doors, but all the components that make that swing, like the hinges, could be steel. So double check those with a magnet. Anything that's steel and could be prone to rusting, and so consider treating those. So I would probably use the red cap for those things. Like I said, I'm just coming from a place of research. I don't actually have experience with this myself because I don't have to deal with rusting out vehicles. I mean, even our old cars tend to not be rusted out around here. So it's something I don't have to deal with. But you guys that live in the Rust Belt, please share your experience and what measure of success have you had actually keeping your truck from rusting, say, more than 5 years? Have you had success? What products do you use that help save your vehicles over time? And what do you think about this recommendation for this particular film that I'm going to put right here? Is that the right stuff to use? That sort of thing. So I'd love to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments. There are some affiliate links to Amazon for these undercoating products. Again, not claiming to be an expert. I'm just trying to share information with you guys based on some stuff that's come out from other videos and comments and that sort of thing. And anyway, guys, I thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. And if you made it all the way to the end, give me a little cowboy hat emoji. I would appreciate that very much. Thank you guys so much.